interface initiated.
Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to Battletech. Today I am going to do something that is a saying in Battletech, and that is kill the meat and save the metal. It is essentially, in this game, the best way to salvage an entire mech. And the strategy here is to knock out the pilot without destroying the center torso on a mech. And that requires you to target everything else and try to wear out the pilot. Pilots get hurt when the head of the mech is hit, when the right or left torso of the mech is destroyed, and or when they fall down. So you basically want to knock them out by hurting them, doing the various things that can injure the pilot. Now I'm here with a babysitting mission where I'm just running a bunch of pirate rookies around with their mechs. That means, of course, I don't have to risk my own mech warriors and my own mechs for this mission, because when you're trying to knock a opponent mech out slowly, you're at the risk of getting hurt more or having one of your pilots get hurt or one of your mechs get destroyed. But in this case, I'm kind of in a better position. Now, the mission itself is multi-part. The initial part is simply getting to a base and taking it out. That's not very interesting, and unfortunately, I also have pretty slow-moving mechs with me. So let's move on from there and get to the next part. So I've already got my way through the base, and here comes the reinforcements. Now, the interesting thing about this mission is when you first get the mission description, it says, we don't anticipate any enemy activity. This is an abandoned base. You're just coming here to help the trainees, do some maneuvers and get used to it. It never works out like that. And not only do you have to deal with the turrets at the base, now you got to deal with actual mech reinforcements. But knowing that this is an opportunity here for me to try to salvage a mech or two, I'm playing this out strategically by one, letting my really slow teammates actually get their behinds into position. Here's a good old Irby trying to get to where it needs to be. Now the urban mech is just terribly slow, and there's nothing you can do about it. On the other hand, the commando boy here does not have jump jets, so just getting across the river is a chore with him. So I got to run him to a shallow part and then run him where there's not a really steep hill, and then get him across to the other side so he can actually face those two mechs that just dropped. But regardless, it's not a terribly difficult challenge since there are basically four of my guys versus two of theirs. Unfortunately, of course, I don't have any stats on the other three mech warriors that I'm with. I don't know if they're any good, and they have generic light mechs as well. So it is what it is. I actually picked my fire starter for this mission because of the amount of machine guns it carries and the chance of it being able to get headshots. As you can see, I'm injured. That's because the turrets carried a ton of missiles, and one of the stray missiles hit me in the head. And that, of course, gave me a nice injury for my troubles. But this kind of stuff goes both ways, right? If I go reverse and make headshot calls all the time with machine guns and missiles, sooner or later it's going to tap the head. All I needed to do is to have it tap the head to do that damage. And once it gets that pilot hurt, at this level, most of your opponent pilots only have 3 life, just like my guys. And it's not hard to actually use injuries to kill the pilot or incapacitate the pilot. Hence, killing the meat and saving the metal. So that's, again, going to require a little RNG favoring you, but it becomes a numbers game. If I constantly build up my inspiration and then immediately go for headshots, sooner or later something's going to hit the head of that mech. Then the other focus would be to take down one or the other torso or both, and one leg to make them fall once. That would guarantee at least 4 possible injuries to the pilot, and therefore taking the pilot out without taking out the center torso of the enemy mech, and therefore you salvage the mech. So that's the strategy here. Of course, I got to get my guys into range, and then once I'm into a reasonable range, I can then open up and really try to do those head taps. So here we go, jumping towards them. Of course, I'm still far away from my short range weapons. I'm just gonna kind of wait. But with all the evasion pips, I'm not particularly concerned about getting hit. There's another benefit to doing this mission where 3 of the mech warriors are not my own. If they get hurt or killed, that's too bad. But it doesn't hurt my feelings because I don't have to deal with their injuries, nor do I have to repair their mechs. Right? The pirates provided these guys for me to train. They didn't say I have to bring them back alive or in one piece. So they're sacrificial lambs as far as I'm concerned. And therefore, I'm going to use them as such if needed. So here we go. Called shot to the head. Nothing hit, but that doesn't mean it's not a good attempt. So the machine gun and the missiles are the best for this kind of a called shot because you have a good chance of some stray shot hitting the head at least once. All right, so that guy's going after the Panther. That's not a big deal. All right, get my commando boy up there. All right, let's see what he's got. Now he's got some SRMs, so that's a good. Also, these multi-missile ones are always good for those headshots. And I tapped the head. There you go. That tap means the pilot's injured. Assuming the pilot has 3 health, they're down to 2. If they have 4, they're down to 3. So I just need to do injury on that pilot 2 to 3 more times, and I'll be able to salvage that mech. On the other hand, the javelin, I'm just going to see if I can take it down quick, because I don't need to worry about that so much. Right. Now that Kintaro's dangerous if it can get an alpha strike on you, so I need to be careful here. Now here my Irby's finally across the river and in range to attempt to hit something. So not gonna waste a called shot on the Irby because the chances are too low. In fact, I'm not shooting at all because I only have 7 shots with the autocannon, and that was a 45% chance to hit, so it's pretty low.
Damage is minor, Commander.
All right, here we go. Inspiration, which means more called shots. I need to be in front of the guy to have a better shot at his head. At the same time, I want enough evasion so I don't get shot up right away. Let me see where I'm going to put this guy. It's hard to get a good position here. Now, I can go behind the Kintaro, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to be in front or next to it maybe, just so I can get shots. Or I can run in there and hope a straight shot hits him. Now, I think it's better still to just actually shoot him. So, again, can't be too far. My weapons have really short range. So I need to be at a point where I can get the evasion pips, but still be able to take a shot or a reasonable shot at the head. Alright, so I'm going to reserve and let the enemy move first. Maybe they'll posture themselves better where I can get a better shot. That javelin has 4 medium lasers, so that thing can actually hurt you pretty good. Yeah, it did a lot of damage to that commando. Alright, well, let's see. Let's get that commando in there before it gets killed to try to do some more headshots on that Kintaro. Alright. Keep aiming for the head. Nope, but we did expose structure on the right torso there. So that's a good thing, because if I take that right torso out without taking out the center torso, that's another point of damage. But in the meantime, I do need to do some with this javelin too. Oh, that was lame. Lesson learned. Do not use Panther for physical attacks. Alright, Irby's turn. Irby's now in range to actually possibly hit something. Not bad. That did decent damage. Okay, so back to me. So again, called shot. Gonna make sure I'm in front. Get close. Well, I can do it from here too. Let's not get too close. So this is a good spot. It allows me to leverage all my weapons. Headshot again. And stray shots may take out that torso. Oh, yes. Ammo explosion, pilot's injured. It looked like it hit the head there, but it's not registering as such. Oh. Uh-oh.
I can't hold it.
Oh, Commando Boy's going down.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Let's get into position here. I don't want to take the wrong torso on, so I need to be on the other side of the mech where I could shoot its left side. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to alpha strike its left side and maybe take out another torso. On the left, hopefully. Alright, that didn't do a whole lot. That's alright. Ooh, javelin. Not good. Not good. Oh, he's going to own that. Oh, headshot too. Ooh. Ooh, that sucks. That really sucks. Poor Guano. Hey, doesn't Guano stand for bat droppings? Well, whatever. He's getting the guano now. Alright, he's in deep guano. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can take this javelin down a bit. Oh boy, that was weak. That was very weak. Come on, let's take care of him. Alright, Irby. Do your business. 55% chance. Oh, yes! That torso destruction will take out at least some lasers. That hopefully will help Guano out. Oh no, here it comes. Oh! Oh no, Guano died. Oh boy, he bought the farm. Well, too bad. And you know what? I don't miss him. Because I don't even know him. I don't really care about him. Too bad for Guano. Okay. Alright, so here with the javelin, it's more of a let's get rid of it quick kind of deal at this point. Oh, a knockdown. Good. Alright, pilot's injured. So both pilots have 2 injury now on the enemy team. But I would rather salvage the heavier mech than the javelin. Actually, I think I already have a javelin in my hangar because I did salvage one using the same technique in another battle. Alright. Still a headshot call, but it's okay. Center torso destroyed's fine by me. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Alright, so back to the main target here. Now, again, I need to try to tap it again in a way that hurts the pilot. So, called shots or to the leg. If the legs are weak, I can knock him down. That's a possibility. Regardless, I'm only going to hit him on the left side. I don't want to take out the center torso. I actually want to hit either the left or the head. Now, the machine gun always has a chance of hitting the head, but it didn't. Alright. Oh, going after the Panther. Okay, that hurt, but no big deal. Let's see what we can do here. Now, I gotta be careful here to place all my mechs on its left side so I don't accidentally knock out the center torso. So this should not hit. Oh! Excellent. I think that tapped the head again. And that knocked the pilot out, and therefore, I just acquired the entire mech. Right? I need to get my team back to the zone, and then I'm out of here. Fortunately, other than the Irby, most of us move pretty fast. Alright, the Irby, well, that's going to take 2 turns at least. Watch the fire starter in comparison to the Urban Mech. One shot, I'm there. And that Urban Mech is still struggling to get halfway there. That's the difference between the movement of the two. It's crazy. But the fire starter is just a wonderful little mech. Alright. Okay, let's look at that salvage. Now, I'm playing normal with 3 salvage to build a mech, so I'm not trying any crazy hard game here. So keep that in mind. This is a 3 salvage to pull in a mech. And I selected almost full salvage for this mission because I wanted to try to salvage whatever I can out of this deal. So yeah, one guy's dead. Too bad. The other two doesn't matter. And here we go. Here's the salvage, and there it is. KTO 18, fully available to me and fully salvageable. And that gives me all three pieces, and I should get a new mech. Come on, Yang. Give me the good news.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
There it is, Quintero 18. It's a hot running mech because of the heavy amount of weapons. And I picked up Work is Steady, completed 10 mercenary contracts. So there it is. I'm going to play around with this Quintero a little bit, see if a alternative setup might be less, uh, well, more heat efficient and less heat generating without losing too much firepower. But nonetheless, I have now bagged myself another 55 tonner to go with my Lance's options, and it's certainly a good thing. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the method of grabbing mechs in the game. If you like Battletech and you like Battletech videos, subscribe to the channel. I will be putting up more videos on a regular basis. And as always, thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you next time.